Hi there, my name is Uzma and I'm the founder of Inside Edge Physiotherapy. I'm a climbing physiotherapist. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to tape a unstable wrist. So last week I was at Boulder Central in Birmingham, delivering an injury prevention workshop, and a young lady asked me afterwards, and she's obviously having problems with her wrist. She read my article in Training Beta, so thank you very much Training Beta for that endorsement on TFCC injuries, which is a type of wrist injury. And what she wanted to know was there anything she could do, to improve the stability around her wrist. We had about a 5-10 minute conversation afterwards, and I said that I would post a video for her on how to do that. But first things first, it's really important to consider. Let me pop up and pick my pen. What stability is all about. So there's three things which actually map out stability, within the musculoskeletal system. The first one is the joint shape. So the shape of the joint, can enhance or can negate stability. So the shoulder, as an example, is very, very mobile, so it's not that stable based upon the joint surfaces, fitting together. Whereas you look at the ankle, it's very, very stable actually when it's in its closed, packed and compact position. Then there's the nervous system. The nervous system also influences stability because what it does, it makes the muscles smart. So it makes the muscles contract at the right time and with the right frequency and with the right amount of force to provide that stability. Next thing we have, obviously, is muscles. So you need strong muscles. But as well as strong muscles, you need a strong system, a strong kinetic chain system. And now you've probably heard about me talking. You've probably heard of me talking about durability for climbers, and saying that it starts with strength first, right? So you do need an effective kinetic chain, to ensure that you have stability around the wrist. And the reason why that's important because the wrist joint is inherently unstable. Essentially what you've got, you've got a collection of bones here, and you've got a bone here and a bone here. You've got a few ligaments on each side, and you've got tendons that cross, but they cross at quite a big distance. Any tendons or muscles that cross a long way from a joint don't provide the joint with any inherent stability. So you can see a hand therapist till the cows come home, or a physiotherapist, and get various exercises for these hands. But the problem is, it can only make it so stable. So it means that the rest of the system, so the rest of the body has to be pretty robust, and quite durable. So, so for the wrist wise, one of the things we can do is we can use tape, proprioceptive tape. Basically, this is a bit of this is actually Luco tape. I don't get any sponsorship from them, but it's good tape. So what we simply do, we take a piece of tape, and here's one I prepared earlier, the wrist from here to here, there's the bone, you've got some knobbly bits here and here, that part there is the actual carpus going forwards, so you want to place some tape circumferentially, across the middle of the joint. So what you're looking for essentially is this area here. Your tape wants to go between this bone and this bone here. So you take your circumferential tape, and you go all the way around, like so. So it's relatively tight. You don't want to stop the blood supply. Now, what you now need to do is work out which direction the instability lies in. Normally, if you shake someone's hand hard, and you hear a pop and a clunk, you'll feel the joint go backwards and forwards. Now, whichever direction hurts or feels the most loose, that's the direction that you want to tape, that you want to apply the tape in. So let's just say, for example, it's going this way. So, for example, this is the unstable direction there. So what I would do, I'll take my tape, I'll apply it on the back, ruffle up the skin, have it so it's drawn back into this position here, pucker the tape up, like so, So as I start to go this way, the tape starts to pull on my skin and remind me that this is a position that I don't want to be in, or I don't want to be in for a long time on, say, a sloper, for example. Apply two bits, because this is the primary direction. So again, you just keep it in that position there. So slightly held back. Get the tape on. Lovely. There you go. So you can see it's a struggle for me to go in this direction. Take another bit of tape. And then what I would do now, I put it on the front, because really, I don't want it to go that way, but I don't really want it to go all the way back. So I try and keep it so it's somewhere in the middle or somewhere. So, and that's what we call neutral. That's our neutral position. The final piece of tape, goes around the top, just really as an anchor, and if you wanted to, you could have an anchor from here going all the way around. And you can see now, every time I go in this direction, what it does, it pulls on my skin, okay, and it sends a message to my brain saying that my arm is going in the wrong direction by the pull of the skin. So the tape doesn't actually act as a physical restraint, okay? But remember, okay, taping is just a method to provide the nervous system with feedback, and it makes the muscle smarter, okay? It's not the be all and end all, okay? If you've got a wrist problem and it's unstable, yes, you can do some exercises to help to give you a bit of stability, but actually you've got to make sure that the rest of the system is really robust, okay? If you haven't seen my my video blog on making a durable climber, I suggest you go and watch that now, okay? Because that would be a useful thing for you to watch to give you the philosophy behind it, okay? Equally so, if you haven't read my article, please go and have a look on my blog, okay? Or go to Training Beta, okay, and just type in TFCC injuries or wrist injuries, and you will find the article that I wrote. Okay, hope that's been useful. Ciao, bye for now.